Good afternoon, Daryzle.
Good afternoon to ma'am.
Daryzle, can you tell me about yourself?
I'm daryzle chalanao. I'm 25 years old. I'm married from Ubao, Aguinaldo, Ifugao.
I have a few questions for you to answer, so let's start.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you want to work as a maid?
To have a high salary, ma'am, and also I want to support my younger brother and sister for their studies.
Why you choose Malaysia when there is a lot of other countries?
Because Malaysia is near from the Philippines and beautiful country, offers many jobs.
How are you qualified for this job? How are you qualified for this job?
Because I'm hardworking, ma'am, honest and disciplined person.
May I know what your educational level is?
High school graduate, ma'am.
What was your recent working experience?
As a sales lady, ma'am.
Have you worked abroad before?
No, ma'am.
Do you have experience of taking care of baby?
I don't have mom, but I'm willing to take care both babies and elderly person.
Okay. Do you have any other working experience?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Any other special skills?
Maybe ma'am. Laundry, ironing.
Are you willing to learn new skills?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you willing to work with a family where the mother-in-law or any relatives stay together?
Yes, ma'am.
Currently, are you still working now?
No, ma'am.
Do you know how to cook?
No, ma'am.
You
But
don't know how to
I'm
cook.
ako Filipino food, ma'am.
So you know how to cook Filipino food only.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you aware that you will have to do washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking?
Yes, ma'am.
From all the house chores that I mentioned to you, like washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking, which do you like most?
Laundry, ironing, and cleaning, ma'am.
You are not allowed to use handphone during working hours.
Yes, ma'am.
You are only allowed to use handphone after you finish all the works and when going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
You are strictly needed to surrender the handphone to your employer in the morning and your employer will return back to you once you're going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
If ever your employer is watching you right now, okay, listen to this one. If ever they finds out that you're abusing of using your handphone and it's affected your work performance, your employer will confiscate your handphone and you are not allowed to hold it anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
Instead, your employer will allow you to call to your family 3 times in a month. You only allowed to bring normal phone and you are not allowed to bring smartphone. Are you agreed for the terms and condition?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you agreed to the rules and regulation for the handphone?
Yes, ma'am.
How many years is the contract as you agreed and understands?
2 years, ma'am.
Can you describe for me your attitude?
I'm hardworking, polite, honest, and disciplined, ma'am. That's
How
all.
can you assure to us that you will work hard in Malaysia?
I assure you that I work hard, I do my job well and follow the rules and regulation.
Can you promise not to use the telephone without the permission of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to invite friends and relatives without the consent of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to ask for advance salary from your employer under any circumstances?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you really understand of the rules and regulation of the agency?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you pay any placement fee for you to come to Malaysia to work as a maid?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any history of sickness, breast cancer, or any other illness?
No, ma'am.
Do you suffer from any skin diseases, allergy, or physical defect?
No, ma'am.
Have you suffered from any serious illness?
No, ma'am.
Do you smoke?
No, ma'am.
Have you undergone any operation?
No, ma'am.
Are you medically fit or are you fit to work?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in any medication right now?
No, ma'am.
Are you allergic with any food?
No, ma'am.
Are you preferred to work for the employer of any races?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you preferred to eat the type of food taken or given by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you afraid of being left alone in the house?
No, ma'am.
Are you afraid of dogs or other pets?
No, ma'am.
Can you promise to work according to instruction from your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any family members working here in Malaysia?
No, ma'am.
Okay, we have finished our question section, daryzle. Let's go to case study. I have a case study for you and I want you to answer me truthfully.
Yes, ma'am.
Upon arrival in Malaysia within 6 months only, if ever any of your family members passed away, what will you do?
I will ask my employer, ma'am, if he allow me to go home. If no, I will continue my work and I finish my contract.
Okay, I want to ask you, okay, family members
Yes,
finish
ma'am.
your contract.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you will do what you will extend your family in Philippines.
I send money, ma'am.
You will send money, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then, daryzle, tell us about yourself and why do you want to work in Malaysia as domestic helper?
I'm daryzle chalanao. I'm hardworking, disciplined, and honest. I want to work in Malaysia in order to support the studies of my younger brother and sisters and also earn money for my future kids in case.
Okay, if ever your employer is watching you right now, what do you want to tell them?
Sir, ma'am, good afternoon. Please choose me because I'm hardworking. I do my job. I promise to do my job well.
Okay,
Thank you.
if okay, if in case there is any selection, we will call to your agency, okay, that has been made by the employer.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you so much.